Hello and welcome to Mobile Friday. Today's game is Need for Speed No Limits. So you and I, let's see what happens when we start the game for the first time. Oh, horizontal. So on the screen, on your right and my right, that's where the dynamic island is. I'm playing this on the iPhone 14 Pro. And I'll talk about the dynamic island if it gets in the way. So don't allow. So at the moment, it's kind of a bit further right than the loading bar on the bottom right. It's colourful, that's for sure. It's not doing anything. So I'm a little worried that perhaps there's some background stuff happening. Perhaps it's downloading, or perhaps it was just loading the level, the intro. It does look nice. What does it want me to do? Tap and hold left or right to steer. Okay. So, left. Okay, there we go. It does feel like there's a little bit of a stutter. It doesn't feel like the smoothest. It does look nice though, that's for sure. I kind of want a bit of a drift. When it comes to arcade games like this, my brain defaults to a Ridge Racer style one. Swipe up for nitrous, okay. Fair enough. Bit of story mode, I guess. It's gonna be a helicopter? Police? Yeah. So we have to escape the cops now, are we? So far, the dynamic island isn't getting in the way. But graphically, whilst it does look impressive, it does feel like this sky is just paint. It doesn't feel like it's real. Thankfully, you can't see much of it. But when you can, it feels blocky and doesn't match. It just doesn't match the rest of the game so far. It's a little distracting. Whoosh, there we go. Oh, if only that was a burnout crash thing at the end there. So I'm wondering how much story this game's going to have. Loot boxes, okay. So we need a car. Give us one then, please. This tells us what we can get. Oh, it started to look flashy and then it was just a crate. I do appreciate that there's a nice tutorial at the start of this, but I wonder how in depth it's going to go. There are a lot of options on that screen, and I would doubt if each one of those options has a tutorial. See at the top of the screen, top right, it was like a crown. It was weird. Speed, acceleration, nitro, all 600s means very little. Especially when the PR is only 243. There's a bit of a disconnect there. Missions, right. Fairly typical so far. Nothing here that's, at the moment, standing out as unique to the game. Feels like a combination of a lot of other mobile games. That's nice. That on the missions you can hit go to and it'll take you to what you need to do or where you need to go to complete the mission. That's useful. It's surprising how many games don't do that. Where you see a race, it needs 2 petrol pumps. Where's that on top of the screen, near the top right. So that's how they do it. It's kinda like energy. So in this game you're limited by energy, not limited by what you want to do yourself. But typically these games reward you with energy, especially early on. I didn't tie the screen. Whoa. Wait. That was weird. Because your finger's on the screen for the revs, but then as soon as the race starts, your finger's still on the screen because you were revving the engine. So then, of course, it switches to steering controls. So that's what happened. I went all the way right. Oh man, that sucks. Alright, let's do what we can. Still looks nice. Hopefully the options might have something there for like even higher resolutions or higher frame rates. This is a Pro 14, so I think it can do 120 Hertz. Perhaps at the moment it's limited to 60. That's disappointing. It's saying at the bottom of the screen how far away the next car was and then stopped saying it. It'd be nice if that was there all the time. But so far, the dynamic island is further to the right than the speedometer. So it's like a lot of the action's focused more in the middle. So where the dynamic island is kind of like extra screen real estate that's not being used in terms of user interface, but just what we can see. Motor segment, okay. It's a little weird that that tap is in the middle of the screen. I don't know if you've heard me try, but I've tried pressing further away and it hasn't worked, you do have to go all the way to the middle of the screen with your fingers and thumbs. So again, it's nice that it took me straight where I needed to go. So far, it's all very well done. Some people may think it's a bit hand-holdy, but I do appreciate it. It's not so much a tutorial, more like a guide. But I think it's doing a really good job at it. Ah, drifting, right. I wonder if these maps are from any other Need for Speed game. Okay, this drifting mechanic's going to take a little bit to get used to. I expected me to have been drifting all the way through that. I already have. Yes, I already have. Okay. There we go. You see that? Boost. Oh, it did the drift automatically then. So I'm tapping the screen to steer into the drift a little bit. So instead of holding down, just tapping seemed to be okay. Oh no, wall bun. Alright, not the most elegant finish. Yeah, that's the basics. I think that's a fair guide to it. So we've got all these things here. Nope. Have a look at settings, top right. Options. What have we got here? Controls. Tilt. Now I'm not going to try tilting because I've got this is being put out to the TV. That's how this is recorded. So you get a lot of noises from the cables doing that. Maybe I'll try out a controller near the end, but there's nothing here for higher graphical settings. So car, what can we use the bolts on? There it is. Install. Rebuild, what does that do? So instantly we've got something that we haven't seen before, and I don't know what it's going to do, so let's just hit and find out. So that's what happens. Okay. But it just seems a little weird that there was no guide about it. And here there's no collect all, you've got to collect these one by one. So what else can we do? Black market's got some exclamation marks. So I'm going to hit this free crate, and it's quite possible that there's going to be an advert here. So let's see what happens. No, there was no advert. Okay. Let's try the premium then. We got one free. Alright, and again, no advert. That's cool. If you've seen a lot of my Mobile Friday videos, you will know that it's quite common for adverts to be hidden, especially when it comes to loot boxes and stuff like that. So I've now got two cars I can do. There's BMW and there's Nissan. It should perhaps sort by owned. Because at the moment I've got one here and I've got to scroll all the way over here for this one. Oh no, it's not owned, is it? 5 out of 20. Can you see that? Left of the star, 520. So that isn't really to be built. Okay. So different cars have different amounts of blueprints that are needed. Looks like there's quite a few cars here. You can see how long this taskbar is going to take to get across. Definitely took a few different classes. It's a weird looking beetle there. That's what made me stop looking. It's like, whoa, that's very different. Just keeps on going. So on the screen, the dynamic island is cutting into like that Brabham top right. I can see one star. I can't see anything else. And I can see a dark star right at the very edge. But now I can see there was 2 stars on that Brabham. But it's the only time that this dynamic island's gotten in the way. It's a little strange because again, the dynamic island's not in the way there, but on the left side, if the cars streamed in from the left across, then the dynamic island wouldn't be an issue. So yeah, that's what it feels like. There's no way to get to the... There it is. Alright, build it. Well, it's free. Achievement unlocked. This generation of BMW cars were my favourite, the ones with the round lights on them. As soon as the lights changed, shaped and wrapped around the front of the car, I just wasn't a fan of them anymore. No, I haven't got that yet, okay. So, what's on this home screen? Garage, mail announcements, special events are locked at the moment. More shops locked, everything's locked but campaign. Alright, what's next? That's higher ranking, so let's try that one. Oh, we are comfortably ahead of everyone else, okay. See, the loading time at the moment now is really short, so I'm a little concerned why the loading was so long at the beginning. Like, was it downloading data or not? Because there's nothing on the screen telling me what was happening. There we go. And let go of the screen. Alright. With no map, it's a little difficult to know exactly when the best time to drift would be. Oh, rather short. What's uploading on the bottom left there? It's uploading my score? I don't know. But thankfully, short races make this more suitable as a mobile game. Something you can pick up and play whilst you're out and about on the bus or train, maybe. But this is a two-handed game, though, that's the thing. So you do have to be aware of that. Fine. It would have costed 30 gold to do the other two. I got 41. It's not needed. You see that on number 3? It looks like retry 3 times. So I wonder what the replay thing means then. Let's have a go. So this looks really quite nice on my screen. The 14 Pro's got a nice big bright screen, so it looks really nice. Ah. It's just that start, such a little annoying thing. Alright, go. Seems like an easy trophy, but I'm okay with that. But it doesn't say if that's my best time or slower than the other time. Considering we've got all this space on the right, you would think it could say keep a memory of other lap times or friends' lap times, that it could compare it. Especially as it does keep connecting online. So I wonder if this mystery prize are going to change if we do it one more time. Now you see on the left there, mystery prize still those things. Huh. Let's do the next one. Some trash talk, okay. Doing a little bit of drifting. As you can see a little bit on the screen of where you're going. Oh, hit the side there. Misjudged that. So it looks like we're going straight for a little bit, so let's use the nitrous. Oh, you can't do left drift, right drift. Then you're going to have to press down, go into a drift, press down again to drift the other way. So it's not too arcadey in that respect. Ah, smash. I wonder if the cars will stay permanently damaged, like you would have to use something, money maybe, to fix the cars. What do you mean we've got to give it another shot? Oh, I guess that's what it means here on the final right side here. Well, let's go. We've got these things. Alright, we've got that one. And garage. Let's improve the BMW. You can see the motor's got an up, so let's use it. This one needs 4 components. Okay. And the turbo. Also 4 components. So there is a reason to keep coming back to this game. To keep playing, earning more bits, upgrading the cars. So there is a kind of a loop here for that. Ah, you see there it says 10 to go underneath the car there. But that's such a... It's weird, the screen is so big and that small box in the middle is just so small, it's a little weird. Advertising. Don't mind that, because it wants you to go to the shop. What was it advertising? Gold, cash, VIP, we don't know what that is, but mostly this is understandable. Yeah, if you see my mobile fighter videos, you know I have opinions about shops and stuff. I don't mind games having shops, advertising, that's fine. It's just if they do it too soon, we have no idea of value. But here, we understand the cars, the blueprints, the upgrade materials, the gold, the money, we've had all that introduced. So even though it feels early on, it's not that early on actually. So I don't mind there being a shop at this point in the game, because we can look at it and go, yeah, that is reasonably good, we get quite a lot there. Ha, see the AI try to avoid me there? So where I'm pressing on the screen, I'm mostly actually pressing right where the speedometer is. Let's see if we get an oncoming bonus. See, the car straightened out. Well, I wanted to do a quick bit, a left drifting. Still not too sure the... Oh, it's dollars, is it? It's not S, is it? Of course it's dollars. So again, you could replay some of the races and get more money that way as well. So again, there are a few reasons why to come back to this game. It's quite smart how that works. Just middle. Sure. So what's this delivery then? See on the left there? Get this loan car to its destination and drive smart. Every scrape will cost you time. So not a tutorial, not a guide, but at least on this screen it tells us everything we need to know. So I guess we're in a race against time here. Yeah, this car model looks a little basic, but it's still, we can still tell what it is. And here we go, a little guide, a little tutorial as to what we're doing, just in case we missed it on that screen. Oh, a perfect launch. Ah! Oh, it's so frustrating. There has to be a better way for the game to do that. Like, can it not do like a cinematic pause, maybe? These warehouses do feel awfully familiar, don't they? Like we're doing the same area again and again. Not a huge amount of variety. Thankfully, it looks good, and we drive through it very quickly. So, it's not that much of an issue at the moment. Oof, a little beat up, isn't it? I wonder if there'll be a game mode later where instead of time, it's the minimum damage you can do to the car. See, that screen's so wide. It'd be fun if on the left or right side we could pull that across, kind of like a car drifting across the screen, and it, as it goes from right to left, it then spins to reveal the blueprint. I know, it's just such a big screen and does so little. Hunter? Ooh, what's this game mode? Oh, it's Kim. Oh, I didn't even read it. But thankfully, I know it's Hunter, but I didn't read the screen because I was distracted by Kim being on the screen at the bottom. So here we go. So we got to catch up with her. Fair enough. Doesn't say how far away she is though. I can see on the screen that she is ahead of me, but it doesn't say how far ahead. Oh, we're going to breeze past her quite easily. These warehouses again. So before we do the big boss at the end, let's go back to the car garage and level up this BMW a bit more. What can we do? Nitro, okay. Anything else? Nope. Alright. Actually, I want to have a look at the store because we talked about it. What is there here? So you can buy stuff with gold, and you can buy gold. Okay. Earn gold for free. I bet that's watch videos and whatnot, so I'm not going to do that. I wonder why it's just doing that now. Hey, free gold's free gold, you know? Alright, let's do this campaign. You see, this chapter 1 is only 3% of the story. That's how big the story is. Okay, Slayer's PR is a little higher than what we've been racing against. Oh, I hope that mod shop opens. I want to change the colour of this car. I still think from the lights going green to when you need to take over the steering, I feel like there could be like something cinematic to hide the time between pressing the pedal to steering by touching the screen. Like a little buffer to help people not do the mistakes I'm doing. Ah, it didn't work. I tried to hold left and then press down. It didn't quite do what I wanted to do. It just straightened the car out. Oh. Get out of the way. Some of the graphics do look like HD PS3 or even PS2 graphics. But on the whole, it does kind of work. It's not that distracting. We need 4 more of those blueprints. So we can race him again, and you see top right it says 3 times. But we need 4 blueprints and we can only race him 3 times, so we're going to have to get that 4th blueprint from somewhere else. So you see we've got here an extra game mode, number 5, Airborne. You can see number 5, Airborne. So we've got a different mode. Have we done time trial before? Oh, shame it doesn't say what these modes were. I can't click on 1 or 2. Let's have at least one go at time trial, see what it is. See what the PR we're racing against. Also wondering if it would be perhaps a different area of the city. Well, now we know that that's open. And this does look like an area we've already been to. I don't think you can nitro whilst drifting. Well, I tried it, perhaps I just hit the button wrong. No, you can, okay. It didn't smoothly go from drifting right to drifting left as I had hoped. Comfortably done it, right. Let's go to the mod shop. Let's have a look at that. Ooh, flashy. Take me there, okay. Ah, nice. We got a guide back, so a new feature unlocked. We get a little bit of information about it. This is a great tutorial part. Definitely one of the better tutorials in these games that I've seen for a while. Let's see if the mod thing will work as well. Oh, it's interesting. It says we've got to defeat Chris to get the mod shop. But she said, head to the mod shop. I'm here, but there's nothing I can do. Ooh. Okay, we can do this. That's kind of cool. It's a shame there's not like a camera button that you can press a camera and it'll save a screenshot of this. Because I'm holding that landscape, it's a little bit more difficult for me to press the buttons for the iPhone to do a screenshot. So it's a shame the game itself can't just, like, you got the back arrow top left, maybe top right, just hit camera button and cha-ching, screenshot. It'd be a cool way to share, because then if you take the screenshot, the game can say, do you want to share this on, I don't know, Threads or something. So what I want to do before we finish is test out a controller. Hopefully this controller's got batteries. Yeah. I have a series controller. Mine's blue. I put the phone down. Let's see what happens. Yeah, nothing. Let's go to settings and check the controls. Does it show up? No, it doesn't. Okay. So this game doesn't use a controller, or it doesn't have the option to use a controller, which isn't too bad considering how well the game controls with just thumbs on the screen. I suppose that's fine. And yeah, I think that'll do. This is a good Need for Speed game. It's very accessible. I do really appreciate that every section it unlocks, every feature unlocks, it says, hey, this is what it is. Especially because I made the mistake of forgetting to read what one of the events were. The game, because it was new, said, this event is this. It's like, thank you. You know? Graphically, great. And it doesn't throw adverts at you. It doesn't throw... You're not taken straight to a video. On the left side here, earn gold. Video. It's my choice. And I really appreciate that being my choice. If you're playing this on the bus or on the train, you're using your data. So watching these videos uses data. If you play it at home on Wi-Fi, yeah, watch all the videos. Get as much gold as you want. But when you're out and about, it's nice to have the choice, and it's not thrusted upon you and using up your data. So, yeah, this is a good game. I do recommend this game, and if you have an iPhone, it looks great. In terms of heat, my iPhone is warm, but it's not uncomfortably warm. It's not hot. So perhaps it's not pushing the 14 that hard. So if you've got the 15, it probably is not going to push that hard either. So yeah, this was a lot of fun. I'm definitely going to keep this on my screen and come back to this in my own time. So until the next Mobile Friday video, or until I see you checking out some of the other videos, playlists, or YouTube shorts, or maybe until I see you over at Ko-fi, because as a small YouTube channel we get no money from YouTube, but with Ko-fi we can get donations via PayPal, and we have a couple of subscription tiers as well. But wherever or whenever I see you again, please take care.